Do you ever have trouble catching fish, or sometimes when you cast your bait flies off with your hook? If so, you're not alone. Everyone makes these simple mistakes that can easily be fixed to help you catch monsters. So in this video, we will go over the process of setting up your rod, the baits used for catching bass and other small freshwater fish, and the most common knot tying techniques used in fishing. Let's get to it. So the ideal rod that you'll want to be using for fishing for bass and other small freshwater fish is a light to medium action rod. And all that means is how well does the rod bend. As you can see, this one is a medium action and it bends kind of towards the middle but kind of towards the top. So the line you want to be using when doing this kind of fishing is no more than 8-pound test line, because the heavier the line, the thicker the line will be, and the bass and other small fish will be able to see that, and it'll scare them off because they'll know you're fishing for them. Now you are? Alright, so the basic knot that I'm going to teach you is just a classic fisherman's knot. So what you want to do is take your line and feed it through the hole. And then to secure it more, you're going to feed it through another time. Like that. And then you're going to pull it up until you have enough slack. And you're going to wrap the loose line around the main line 7 times. Alright, so once you've done that, you're going to want to come back and put the end through the first loop that you have. So then once you got that, you're just going to pull it tight. And then pull on your hook to make sure you got it secured. So unfortunately, we do not have any live baits with us today, but the best ones that you will want to be using for fishing for bass and other small freshwater fish is typically worms.
I love worms, yeah!
Which you can find under rocks or at a local grocery store or at Walmart. Also, you can use crickets. Bass love crickets. They love the movement and they'll tear right into them. But as a secret ingredient today, we have something special. Got bread.
Oh my lord, did he say bread?
And I know, hot dogs.
He's crazy!
It's classic, but the bass and the small fish love them, bluegill. They'll tear right into them and you'll have yourself a nice fish fry. Alright, so of course, if you do not have any live bait, you can also go to artificial bait, which means not real, of course. And they just look like this. And what you'll do is just put the hook through the tip right here, and it'll look like this. And the bass tear right into them. That actually went in my mouth. Cut it. This right here in my hand is a bobber. This bobber will act as a signal to let you know when a fish bites. It works by you putting it up above your bait on your line, and down below your bait will be hanging down, and when the fish bites it, it'll pull this down below the water and it will let you know that you have a fish on. You want to use these for the smaller fish, not for bass, because you want the live action for your bass. You want to be able to jig it yourself, and we'll talk about jigging here just in a sec. So the most common technique used for bass fishing is called the jig. Jigging is where you grab your fishing pole and you pull it up and down like this. And what that does is below the surface of the water, your worm or whatever else you're using will go like this, and it'll look as if it's alive and moving, and the bass love that. They'll come swimming from the side and they'll see the movement and it'll attract their eye and they'll strike it, and there you go, fish on. All you got to do is just set the hook now and you're all set to go. So I was about to walk through the water because I wanted to get to the other side, but then I looked over here and there's a bridge, so we're good. As soon as I stopped recording, I snagged this monster. Listen guys, I'm telling you, if you just fix those simple mistakes that everyone makes, you can catch monsters like this. Alright, so I'm going to release this monster now into the wild, back to where its home is. Of course, guys, you can do anything if you just fix simple mistakes that everyone makes. Alright guys, look, I told you, if you can just fix those simple things, you can use this methods, those tactics, you know, the bobber technique that I'm using right now, it's really great for catching small freshwater creek fish just like this. And you, just like me, can catch fish like this. Just get out there and do it.
Oh hey, I'm a little sad because it's the end of the video, and I know you probably are too, but that's not all the tips and tricks that I will be showing you guys, because if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe down below, and that'll show me that you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be sure to make more videos like this one in the future. But thank you guys for watching, and I sure do hope that you guys learned a whole lot from this video, and I hope that you now know how to catch big fish or any size fish inside of creeks. All you gotta do is just fix those simple mistakes that I talked about in the video, and you'll be good to go. Thanks guys, see you next time.